Thank you for the jib shot, Leo.
Thank you. Thank you. With the holiday season in the rearview mirror, many of us are focused, laser focused, on the new year.
Big time. And with the new year comes New Year's resolutions, of course. Dry January is becoming a popular new trend where people cut alcohol out of their diets, and it's becoming easier than ever to detox and still enjoy an alcohol-free drink. And here with her picks for the great spots for non-alcoholic drinks is our food and dining expert co-host of the weekly dish on My Talk 107, Stephanie Hansen. Stephanie, nice to see you.
Hi.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
The first New Year where I don't feel like I have to have all these massive health goals because I've been pretty good all year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
That is good.
I have a
nice.
lot of massive health goals.
I understand this, and many people do.
Lots of them. So Tom sort of said it, but what is with this trend, this whole
We're
dry
seeing
January?
a real trend in a healthier lifestyles. A thing called Sober Curious has sort of taken hold. And these are people that they're not necessarily alcoholics. They just stop drinking or choose to not drink for their own health benefits and just because they say they feel better. And I don't know if Sober Curious started it or Dry January did, but they kind of go hand in hand where a lot of people will not drink for the month of January because let's face it, from Thanksgiving to New Year's, it's been party, party, party.
A lot of parties.
Yeah, and people just want to clean out their system, reset, and Dry January is an easy way to do that.
I would pick February.
I
It's a
have-
shorter month.
Because January's
28 days.
January is also your birthday.
It's also my birthday,
Yeah.
but mostly because it's a shorter.
And January is 31 days, so it's long.
It's a long month.
True Minnesotan.
Yes.
Right there. But you found 4 spots. Let's start out with, we've got Tiny Diner.
Yeah,
What is
I'll
that?
start out by saying any decent bar or restaurant that you go
They'll
to.
make a mocktail.
If you say, can you make me a mocktail? And you can say, like, that's not too sweet or that's more on the lime side, whatever your flavor preference is, or something that's low sugar. So I'm just giving you some ideas of places, but feel free to ask any of your servers or bartenders. They can do it.
And they can do it.
Yeah, so Tiny Diner is a really cute spot in South Minneapolis, and they have a lot of house-made sodas. They do a cucumber mint soda, a honey sage cream, which is really quite good.
Yeah.
They also have homemade kombucha and switchels. Switchels is water and vinegar with flavorings, and kombucha is fermented sugar, yeast, and black tea.
Right.
And we're going to use a little bit of that in some drinks that I show you,
Okay.
but you'd be surprised how that acidity really amps up a classic mocktail.
And does it almost, in some cases, taste like there might be booze in it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You can make a gin and tonic with just certain kinds of tonic that it tastes like a gin and tonic.
Sure.
I like it.
Yep.
This one surprised me. Tattersall Distillery.
Yeah, because if you think about it, they're making all the booze, but
Right.
they're also making all the syrups, all the sodas, all the bitters that they're using in
Sure.
these cocktails.
Yeah.
They've got a homemade spruce tree tonic that talk about a gin and tonic that tastes like a gin and tonic without the gin. You will find that at Tattersall. It's delicious.
Very good. And this one, kind of to echo what Kendall just said, you wouldn't think that a craft brewery, Eastlake in this case, would have
Yes. So
something that was not alcohol.
Right.
that's right. And Eastlake Brewery is a really sweet little brewery that's in the Midtown Global Market, but they also have Dean's Kombucha on tap, and it's a rotating list. So they've got cherry, basil, ginger cherry, lemon lime. Again, if you think about fermenting and making beer and fermentation, kombucha is not far behind.
True. Yeah, that's very true.
And Meteor Bar. I've never heard of this place.
This is brand new.
Okay.
It's the old Donnie Dirks Zombie Den, and before that it was Stand Up Frank's. It's in North Minneapolis, Northeast. It was started by a guy named Rob Jones and his business partner, and Rob Jones is famous for being a great bartender around town. His last stop was Spoon and Stable. He was the bartender there for a long time. They have bought this bar, which is a legitimate bar. They have pizzas and I think other like snacks, but it's not a food place. It's a bar.
Yep.
But Rob Jones has made me some of the best mocktails I've ever had. So if you're looking to have like a place to gather with friends that's a bar, but you don't want to be the drinker or you're the designated driver,
Right.
I would head to Rob Jones's place because he does mocktails better than anybody else. It's just a great place. They, again, make their own syrups. They've got infusions. They make their own bitters. He just is really great with cocktails and mocktails.
Well, and you bring up a good point, because if others in your group aren't doing a dry
January,
and
yep.
you are, you can still fit in and have fun.
That's absolutely right. And there's more to these mocktails than just soda water or cranberry with a splash of soda. So
Yes.
I'm just going to give you some things to think about, to try at home, or to ask for when you're out on the road.